defensive teams tonight, Doris. Is that due to talent, scheme, or hustle, or what do you attribute it to?
I think, Kevin, you just named the three things that are prerequisites to being a great defensive unit. Number one, you have got to have individual talent that is suited athletically to guard. Number two, you've got to have a great scheme that the coach has put in position. How are you guarding the pick and roll? Do you want a top lock? Do you want to get out and challenge? Are you switching the pick and roll? And a lot of that comes down to, do you want to be great? Are you going to lay it all out there? Are you going to sacrifice your body? All of those things are a necessity.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis, and it's Bradley in at the point guard position.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Davis.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
The Celtics shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Walker. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
He hits both from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
James outside. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, when LeBron James is fighting his way through contact, he makes it look so easy.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Brown the pass to Tatum. Now here's Tice. Now the pass to Hayward. Now Brown. He's coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Now here's Bradley. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Walker the pass to Hayward. Brown feeling it out a bit. Tatum. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 31-point game against New York.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Frank Vogel had a few minutes to share with me. Tonight's game will be the first meeting this season against the Boston Celtics, and Coach is excited to see how his team plays. He told me, you always want to see how you fare against the top teams in the league, and the Celtics have no doubt they'll be near the top of the East this year. We want to make sure we're at the top as well. We'll see how that goes tonight, guys.
Thank you, David. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, he dishes it to Davis. The rebound by the Celtics. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Now here's Tatum. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. Drops in the tray.
This, to me, is an area that Jason Tatum really worked on. That three-pointer now one of the most dangerous aspects of his game.
Here's Bradley. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Bradley's got his second basket of the night.
You know, we're never opposed to a little creativity. Ooh, did he have plenty of that? The double pump, having some fun.
Inside, here's Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Well, Jason Tatum has the kind of size and length to be effective near the cup. Really good job staying in attack mode.
And here is LeBron. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Clock at 6. Pass to Davis. It's stolen by Brown. Over Green. No good on that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. James looking around. Davis kicks to LeBron. And the wide open shot from Green. Buries it from three-point range.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for. And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
No, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on.
Now Bradley, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. The fadeaway, James misses. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 6-point game. And slam dunk by Tatum.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
Well, guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Tatum. And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
Now here's Bradley after Jaylen Brown's miss. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Over Tatum. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And it goes down 2 points.
Well, Kevin, when you have an effective handle, it's easy to make the defense pay.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. McGee with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. They get it back. Here's Davis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Doris, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Here is Howard. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Howard, the pass to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
And Walker kicks to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. To the middle. Here's Cantor. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, there's simply no denying the strength of Enes Kanter. Even when you get physical with him, this guy is capable of playing through it.
Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
And it's tied up with that one.
What you love about Enes Kanter to me is every night he's capable of a double-double. He's an efficient low-post scorer and a determined rebounder. This guy can play now. Let's make no mistake.
Here is Cook. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Outside, Davis. Over Williams. Williams with the block. But they get it back. Clock at 2. Cook. And Tatum pulls it down.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Wanamaker, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's the Lakers with it. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The 3 from Tatum. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Tatum's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Celtics. Lakers trail by 3. Passes it to Davis. Excellent D there from Williams. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Wanamaker the pass to Kanter. Outside Williams, 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Kanter's shot is off. L.A. is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Cook the pass to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Well, good night for the defense. Dwight Howard finishes with authority.
For Boston, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Pass to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here is Cook. The pass to Davis. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Davis has got 12 points in the game.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Pass to Tatum. Kicks to Cantor. Passes to Wanamaker. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Here's Davis. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now here's Smart. 12 points his last outing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
Boston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doris, over the course of a game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Davis. And Rajon Rondo subbed in for Quinn Cook. And he's good on the second.
But I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Feeds it to Howard. Shoots over Cantor. Again, Los Angeles.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Wanamaker. 9 points last game out. Kuzma pulls it in. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
Outside, Smart. Pass to Wanamaker. There's the feed to Cantor. And there it is for him. Cantor's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Rondo looking over the floor. The pass to Kuzma. Got a piece of it and stolen by Tatum. 1 second left. That shot off. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He put together quite a quarter deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston, we've got Tatum. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Smart, and it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. The first free throw is good. You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, So a little bit undersized. But would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Now, here's Kuzma, and he comes up with the deuce. Kuzma's got his second basket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Wanamaker. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. And the rebound goes to Howard.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Kuzma kicks to Rondo. Back to Kuzma. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 6 points for Kyle Kuzma.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Back to Wanamaker. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The baseline J. Rebound Boston.
Defensive positioning so important, and he could not have played him better there.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Celtics have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward comes in for Tatum, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Smart. The Lakers also with a sub. James is checked in. The Lakers trail. Now here's Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kuzma, left side. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Cantor kicks to Brown. Misses off the right iron. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. It's good. 10 points for Kyle Kuzma.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Cantor. On the wing, Brown. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Wanamaker misses. Lakers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. The shot by LeBron, no good. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's stolen by Rondo. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Kept alive. Howard, the pass to Kuzma. It doesn't go for him. Williams with the defensive effort. He kicks it to Hayward. Passes it to Wanamaker. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And the Celtics with possession here, following Kyle Kuzma's 3. Three-pointer, Hayward bangs home the trifecta. Hayward's got 5.
Well, Gordon Hayward answering back with a big-time 3 of his own.
James outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 5.
As much as LeBron loves to create, there are times when he simply has to do it himself. Too good to pass up that one.
Oh, that's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter, and Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. The Lakers also with a sub. Green's checked in. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
There's Green with the three, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist in this one. James against Walker. Floats one, and he lays it up and in.
Oh, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
James dishes to Howard. Back to James. Releases. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Guys, that's just superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Free throw good, LeBron. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. In high school at a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Here's Tice following the basket by LeBron James. Brown wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 3rd assist on the night. James against Williams. It's stolen by Tice. Brown outside. Now Walker. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Tice finds Walker. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Now here's Bradley. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York. James, the pass to Davis. Shoots over Brown. Some solid defense from Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 6. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, Greg, you cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Now LeBron following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. From downtown, LeBron can't get it to go. The Celtics shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Takes the 3. The shot comes out, and the Celtics going the other way now. Brown outside. From deep, Walker. Walker missing again.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Green. An 11-point game for him in the win against New York.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first. For Williams. And Smart subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Quinn Cook comes in for Bradley. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
BA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. Here is Cook, guarded by Walker. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Tice. Outside Tatum. The pass to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Rebound the Lakers.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
James finds Caldwell-Pope. It's stolen by Tice. Walker surveying the floor. 13 feet away. Count that bucket. Walker's got 6 points.
We've got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
And here is LeBron. He's got 9. Pass to Davis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now, here's Tice. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Here's James. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
I'd say the strength of a locomotive and the finesse of a ballerina each time he takes it to the rim.
Walker the pass to Brown. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Yep, it counts. He's got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Walker kicks to Tice. Back to Walker. 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
It's LeBron with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Get open, get open!
Now here's Walker. Tight defense on him. With 1 on the clock, and the jumper is good. Walker's got 10 points.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that.
Much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Celtics trail by 14. Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the center position.
Boy, you've got to admire the toughness of Gordon Hayward, always looking to finish with strength off the drive.
Here's Bradley following the bucket by the Celtics, and there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's foul number 2 for him. On the wing, James. Back to Bradley. James outside, just 4 to shoot. The three-pointer, no good.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
Now Bradley, after Gordon Hayward's three-pointer that didn't go. Outside Bradley. The drive by James. Rebound Boston. Tice has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Hayward. Again, the miss by Hayward.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's Davis. 18 points for him. Can't cash in from close range.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Outside, Walker. The 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Walker's got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Bradley finds McGee. Over Hayward, and James gets it to go. LeBron's got 15 points.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Bradley. LeBron James on the wing. Nails the wide open jump shot. He's got 17.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Walker against Bradley. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Green. He has 6. Good on the bucket.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And Walker kicks to Tice. Pass to Hayward. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Outside, Davis. Pass to James. Loads it up for Davis. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Tice. There's the pass to Walker. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Tatum, and Davis sends it back. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Boston. The Lakers also making some changes. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Alex Caruso comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Six to shoot. Here's Hayward. Boston again missing.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Tatum. To the paint, here's Walker. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Walker's got 15.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Gordon Hayward in that instance. You think of him as a scorer, but he's a terrific setup guy as well.
Here's James. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Father Time has not caught up to LeBron James yet. This man looks like he is on a mission, and he continues to add to his legacy.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. And both free throws good for James. Celtics trail by 13. Walker with it. 15 points in the game. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a...
You don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Here's Wanamaker. He has 7. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Wanamaker's got 9.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Walker against Rondo. Pass to Davis. Here's Caruso. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Just 3 to shoot. Here's LeBron. Williams with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice.
Enes Kanter.
Here's Wanamaker. He's got 9. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. Taking a look at the Lakers. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that number 1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific.
You know, for Los Angeles, for me, they've taken the league by storm this season. I felt like they were maybe a year ahead of schedule in terms of being an elite group. But you look at them right now, and here they are.
Yeah, they weren't really on anyone's radar before the season began, but they're definitely there now.
Here is Hayward, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Hayward can hit.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down. Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
The shot's good from Cantor.
Well, the touch that Enes Kanter presents is really terrific. Unbelievable scoring inside.
LeBron passes to Howard. Passes it to Rondo. And James gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. 21 points for LeBron.
Well, it doesn't take much for LeBron James to find his rhythm. The king right now making it look effortless.
Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. Kicks it to Walker. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And that is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Popped up there for Howard. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Wanamaker the pass to Walker. No good that time. Los Angeles leading by 13. A floater, and that one's good. Caruso's got his first points in this one.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Cantor dishes to Walker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Rondo against Hayward. Left side Rondo. Puts it up from 7. And Howard finishes it off. Howard's got 6.
That is a grown man move from Dwight Howard.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And no doubt,
Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope comes in for LeBron. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Walker. 17 points in the game. Smart, wide open, he fires. Boston again missing. Cook, the pass to Howard. And Hayward with the block.
Well, this is where Gordon Hayward has turned himself into a dependable two-way player. How good is he at using his length to turn away these shots?
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Shot clock at 6. Tipped away. Smart with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. Pass to Walker. Back to Smart. Walker finds Smart. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Caruso. Walker with the rebound. And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. 15-point game. Smart dishes to Walker. Hayward outside. Clock at 6. And that one drops for him. Hayward's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, there's an accuracy and an assertiveness to Gordon Hayward. So good at getting to the mid-range game.
Cook, the pass to Howard. Back to Cook. Lakers passing it around. And there's the pass to Caldwell Pope. Good work defensively by Smart. Celtics trail by 13. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. 1:49 left here in the third quarter. And it's sent back by Howard.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
They grabbed their own miss. Kuzma, that's good.
beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Walker. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Walker's got 19 points. Lakers leading by 13. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Caruso kicks to Cook. Cantor against Howard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers now for Walker. He's been more than solid over the last month, averaging about 22 points per, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Kemba Walker. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. 41 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 ball. Tries again. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, Cantor does a great job boxing guys out. He uses that frame to get excellent position.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. McGee's checked in.
At the line with one shot.
And the free throw, no good. Lakers leading by 11. Here is Cook. 6 points for him. Pass to Kuzma. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Enes Kanter.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Second free throw, no good. Here's Tatum. Makes it off the glass. Tatum's got 15 points.
The solid mechanics of Jason Tatum on display. How about the balance in a difficult finish?
And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Around the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the points. That's the Boston 5. Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
What a huge target in transition Enes Kanter can be. You love when he runs the floor.
Bradley passes to Caldwell Pope. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes to Wanamaker. He kicks it to Kanter. It's Brown on the wing. Lays it up off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lakers leading by 6. Outside Bradley. Stolen away. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And here's Brown outside. Cans it from downtown. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is a shot that Jaylen Brown must make consistently. Nice seeing him start to look confident, stroking it from deep.
Right side Bradley. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. They get it again, and it's McGee with the jam.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And the 3 ball is good. 18 points for Jason Tatum.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Outside Green. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Smart leading the charge. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ez.
So they take the lead. And that's now 20 points for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, I love the tenacity. Terrific move at a crucial point in this game.
That is not settling. That is going for a high percentage look at a critical time. Nicely done.
Caldwell Pope finds Bradley. Kuzma outside. Just 5 on the clock. Scooped up. McGee. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. The Lakers also changing it up. Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And LeBron's subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Here's Davis. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. Smart against Green. The kick out to Tatum. Over Davis. Tatum's shot is off. LA's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup. Davis has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Here's Tatum. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Smart passes to Tice. Inside with the shot. Boston, no good that time either.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Smart kicks to Brown. The kick out to Walker. Shoots over Bradley. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Kemba Walker.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
LeBron outside. Pass to Bradley. Now McGee, guarded by Walker. Davis dishes to James. LeBron is doubled. Shoots it. And it's Davis missing. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Tatum. James with some nice D. Right side Bradley. Three-pointer. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 6 assists in the game. And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Tatum passes to Walker. And Davis sends it back. James against Brown.
Almost seems unfair, gentlemen, to have a guy as strong as LeBron be able to handle the ball the way he does.
Bradley against Walker. Back to Brown. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Tatum against McGee. Chalk up 2 there. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half. Lakers leading by 9. LeBron outside. Floats one up, and the layup is up and in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the pass to Tatum. Now, here's Tice. Pass to Walker. Now, here's Tatum, guarded by Bradley. 4 on the shot clock. Tatum kicks to Tice. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Brown against James. Outside, Green. Kicks it to Davis. Over Tatum. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist from Green. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Walker the pass to Tice. The kick out to Brown. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
It's stolen by Tice. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And team...
Here's Tatum. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Bradley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you have to admire the way Bradley is controlling his body. In that instance, welcomes the contact with open arms.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Bradley.
Well, Kevin, how about the remarkable improvement of Avery Bradley over time? Once strictly a dominant defender, this guy can make threes. He can drive the lane. There isn't an aspect of the game where he hasn't grown.
And so Bradley nails both of them. Celtics trail by 15. Outside, Walker. Here's Brown. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Kev, how about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, the third pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness, bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
That free throw good from Brown.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
LeBron against Hayward. Green breaking loose. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, you know that Jason Tatum can score from any area on the floor. It's got to be a scary sight when this guy starts to get rolling.
Now Bradley. 1:37 left to play in the final quarter. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 10. And Davis sends it back. And here is James. There's the dish to Bradley. Outside, Green. And it's off from three-point range. Hayward outside. Oh, Tatum in position. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. And 1:01 left here in the fourth quarter. Walker against Bradley. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by McGee.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
They get it back. Knocked away. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Taking 2
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. So Boston ends up going with a new group. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jared Dudley's checked in for Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope comes in for James. Daniels, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Edwards, that's good.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Rondo kicks to Daniels. Caldwell Pope outside. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And in